In a world where the future often seems uncertain, the power of setting goals shines as a beacon of clarity and purpose. Join us as we delve into the insights of three influential voices, Tracy, Jim Rohn, and Matthew McConaughey, each bringing a unique perspective on the transformative impact of goal setting. Let's begin with the inspiring speech of Tracy, author of several powerful time management books including Eat That Frog. He's going to share with us how understanding a clear sense of purpose can be the dividing line between success and aimlessness.
The more I study successful men and women, the more I find that every single one of them, the top 5%, are very clear about where it is they're going and what it is they want to accomplish. And when I look at unsuccessful men and women, or men and women who seem to be unhappy and floundering, I find that almost invariably they have a very, very limited sense of direction, sometimes no sense of direction at all. You see, we as human beings are goal-seeking organisms. We only function at our very best when we're working toward accomplishing something that is important to us. And in my estimation, 80 to 90% of all the unhappiness, hostility, violence, psychosomatic illness, alcoholism, drug addiction, and so on in our society is caused by people having no sense of direction. They don't know where they're going.
Renowned motivational speaker and author Jim Rohn backs this up by emphasizing the importance of designing our future with intention rather than leaving it to chance.
Setting goals. It can turn out to be a drama for your life. Here's what goals are. Your vision of the future. Your vision of the future. Now, there's two ways to face the future. One, with apprehension. Number two, with anticipation. Guess how most people face the future? With apprehension. Why? Major reason why. They don't have it well designed. They've left the design of their future to somebody else. And if you don't make plans of your own, guess what? You'll probably fall into someone else's plans. Guess what someone else may have planned for you? Not much.
So now you know the importance of setting a clear intention and making your own plan. What to do next? Famous American actor Matthew McConaughey shares about how the simple act of writing down the goals can embed aspirations deep within our subconscious.
If you're writing down true goals, they become written in your body, whether you know it or not, in your subconscious. It's a way to get it into your subconscious, to write it down. Now it's out of me. It's on a page. I'm objectifying it now. I'm looking at it. So now I'm having a dialogue where before it was just Socratic. But now I'm having a dialogue and it starts to reciprocate. Those 10 goals, I wrote those down in the top bunk in the Dell House, University of Texas, 1992. I remember the night I wrote them down. They all happened. I don't think they happen if I don't write them down. I don't think. They do. That practice of writing something down that you into or that you want or that you yearn for, and to add to it or subtract from it along the way if you want to, or just write it down, fold it up, tuck it away so you can find it 30 years later when you go want to share a journal or write something about it.
Now let's talk about making things happen. You understand the importance of having a clear direction and writing it down. But then what? That's where the time flow system, developed by the LifeHack team, comes into play. It's not just a tool, it's a mindset shift. The conventional wisdom tells us to start with grand, smart goals. But here's the thing. Those grand goals can be paralyzing. They're like staring up at Everest and wondering how on earth you'll ever reach the top. The pressure of perfection, the overwhelming scale of it all, that's what leads to procrastination. But the time flow system, it takes a different stance. It says, start. Just start. Because the truth is, you don't need to see the entire path to take the first step. You don't need a telescope. A compass is enough. It's about direction, not perfection. The system encourages you to spend a few minutes planning, not hours, not days, just minutes. Think about your direction for the month, the week, or even just for today. Then, dive in. This direction is your North Star. It's not about precision, it's about guidance. Next up, initiatives. These are your bite-sized, actionable steps, your game plan. They're how you'll reach those North Stars. The beauty of the time flow system is its AI component, which offers task ideas aligned with your goals. Think of it as a smart, intuitive nudge in the right direction. Then we have what's called focus blocks. These aren't your run-of-the-mill to-do lists. These are dedicated time slots, carved out purposefully to work on the things that will move you closer to your initiatives and, ultimately, your North Stars. It's about concentrated effort, free from distractions. The real magic of the time flow system lies in its simplicity. It doesn't bog you down with complex theories or intimidating goals. It's about starting, about doing, about evolving as you go. The system aligns your daily actions with your bigger aspirations, ensuring you're consistently making progress on what truly matters without getting lost in the minutiae. And that's how you turn aspirations into achievements. It's not about grand plans. It's about consistent, focused action. That's the essence of the time flow system. It's not just about getting things done. It's about getting the right things done. Give the time flow system a try, and you will find yourself making what you want happen soon. Simply click on the info button on the top right corner, or click the link in the description below. So what's the takeaways from today's video? To really get what you want in life, start with setting clear goals. Tracy, Rohn, and Matthew McConaughey, they all hammered this point home. Tracy tells us about the power of having a clear direction, while Rohn emphasizes making your own plans, not just going with the flow. And McConaughey is all about the magic of writing down your goals, making them a part of you. But knowing what you want is one thing. Getting there is another. That's where the time flow system steps in. Forget those big, scary, smart goals that can stop you in your tracks. This system says, just start. You don't need to see the entire journey from the get-go. Think of it like using a compass, not a map. The system breaks it down nicely. First, figure out your North Star. That's your general direction. Then, chop it up into smaller bits, these initiatives. And with focus blocks, you set aside time to work on these steps, distraction-free. It's about doing the work, bit by bit. What's cool about the time flow system is its simplicity. It's not about getting bogged down in planning. It's about moving forward, adjusting as you go. It aligns your everyday actions with your bigger goals, making sure you're always moving towards what you really want. Remember, the essence of achieving what we want in life lies in the clarity and commitment of our goals. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.